What did you think of the movie?
I really enjoyed it. I thought DC hit it out of the park, especially, and I might be biased because it's a DC movie, and I'm not used to seeing such a good. I mean, I thought there were some things I was like, this is really hokey. This is da 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 da. But overall, I really enjoyed it.
That's your take. That's it. That's the take. That's the take.
Oh, I have some critiques.
Listen,
I'd certainly have some critiques, but for the most part, most of the critiques that people have, I don't have.
What is the
Lois Lane really annoyed me, but
really
I just
why?
No, first of all, I thought the character, I thought everything, just her voice, just kind of, but that's so small. I wouldn't recast her. You know what I mean? Like, this is such a small nitpick.
I didn't like Jimmy Olsen's face.
Right, like, so you know what I mean? Like, right. I'm not tripping over the fact that he saved a squirrel. You know what I mean? Like, that's, I think that.
Isn't that out of a comic?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like I've seen a panel of Superman saving a squirrel before.
Okay. I'll tell you what. And this is the one hot take that people are probably going to feel some type of way about. Yo, man, that dog, I was done with the dog. Like, you have no, like, yo, this dog, people think you messed everything up. like, you don't listen. I was not a fan of that. I know people are always the best part of the movie. Not to me.
It was the best part for me. Definitely.
Yeah, not to me.
Krypto.
I mean, I like what he did with Luthor, but
I actually didn't. I hated what he did with Luthor.
I love him throwing Luthor around.
I got some takes.
I love the dog just throwing the crap out of Luthor.
Oh, no. Yeah. I'm talking about what James Gunn did with Luthor. And I'm going to actually, I'm going to get some. Listen, I'm not a DC guy.
I'm going to let you get into it. Let me cap it.
Okay, go ahead.
I like that we got a villain that was not likable. I like that we got a villain that you are not supposed to like, and they stuck to that. Like, that to me matters. It's relevant. I think him shooting the guy in the head just really drove home that this is not someone you like. You're not supposed to like it. It was refreshing that we now have, like, we're going back to that where you actually get the villain. He's not cool. There's nothing redeemable about him. I don't like you. I enjoyed that. I didn't have a problem with Hawkgirl. I thought the major criticisms of Hawkgirl, I'm like, well, wait a minute. She's not a Thanagarian. This is the human Hawkgirl. So the screams, all of that are on point for Hawkgirl, right? This is what Hawkgirl is supposed to be. She's not supposed to be 10 feet tall. Her size, everything fit. I didn't really care for the costume, but you didn't see it enough for me to really complain. You know what I mean? Yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. I gave it a 7.5, I think, out of 10.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm just going to, I'll hold my rating to the end. I have a lot of thoughts about the Superman movie. I felt like I walked in with expectations that were, I'm not really excited about this, but I'm here. I got a job to do. So I'm going to try to enjoy this movie and then come up with some takes on it. And that's exactly what happened. I watched the movie. I walked out pleased. I felt like I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, right? And by good, I mean it was very DC. It felt very DC. And I also feel like James Gunn does a better job in DC than he does with Marvel, right? I do feel like the movie had too many moments that made me feel like we're in a James Gunn movie. Like, because we were in a James Gunn movie, but it felt like I was just watching a Guardians with a different skin, right? Just Guardians with a different skin. Yeah, sure, cast, but I mean the different skin. We're not in space. We're on Earth. The costumes are a little brighter. The characters are a little hokier. You know what I mean? Like those kind of things. It felt a little like that. And I could go without that. I don't want to know that James Gunn, comes off as a one-trick pony. You know what I mean? It felt like a James Gunn movie. The actor that played Superman was fine. I felt like he was doing his best Christopher Reeves impression. I loved Krypto. I feel like Krypto has probably raised the stock of that breed. What breed is that? I don't know what breed it is.
CGI.
Don't be that way. They used a real dog for some of the shots.
I think the breed is CGI.
So cynical. God. But no, I liked it. It had some hokey moments. I agree. But it was not a disconjointed plot. I do think it was woke, but I wasn't bothered by it at all. You know, I mean, maybe if I was Jewish, I'd be bothered by it, or if I was Israeli, I'd be bothered by it. But nah, man. You know, I kind of felt like, hey, this is a perspective and a critique on specific world events right now. And, you know, if you feel a kind of way about it, you might.
Ukrainian?
Yeah, maybe. No, Russian, bruh.
Russian.
Yeah, definitely not Ukrainian. But I don't think it had anything. I don't think it was so much a commentary on the Russia-Ukraine conflict. I think it was more so a commentary on the Palestine-Israel conflict.
Israel.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I obviously, and that's what everyone's mad about. Like, don't put that in my Superman, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, I don't know if you know this or not.
Especially because Superman was created by Jewish people. And
well, weren't they all
Jewish name?
Weren't they all like that was the whole thing, right?
We're not going to do that. Shout out to the Jewish people, by the way. Shout out to the Jewish.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like the comic books, like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby were both Jewish, right?
Stanley Lieberman,
right? Yeah.
I don't know about Kirby.
Yeah. Yes. Jack Kirby is like I don't know his name. I can look it up right now, but he was absolutely Jewish. They were Jewish. I didn't know that Superman was created by Jewish people.
And Jewish, right? Kal-El.
Damn.
I mean, he's not actually Jewish, but his name
But
is
damn.
Jewish.
Oh, No. Because what is it? Steve Jurgens and...
Dan Jurgens.
Dan Jurgens and someone else. Who was the other guy?
That's not who created him.
No?
No. Dan Jurgens is still alive.
Who created Superman?
I think his name is Schuster. I'll give you. I'll get the facts.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll come back to that. Anyway, I did like the movie. I gave the movie a 7.58.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I was at 7.58. You know, and I feel like I give it room because I as much as I'm not a DC fan, it's a DC movie. I'll tell you what, my biggest takeaway from the movie is that I can't wait to see the next one. I don't want to see the next DC movie.
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster.
Okay. Jerry Siegel
and Schuster.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess Dan Jurgens, didn't he do Death of Superman? He was part of that. Okay, that's where I got that name from. Okay. I'm not going to tell you where I got that from because actually I am. So I used to watch the Home Shopping Network before the internet was a thing. And they used to have comic books that they'd sell on there. And they would be autographed by these guys. And I'd always beg my parents, like, yo, you got to get this for me. They're saying it's limited. They're saying there's only so many of them. And it'd be signed by Dan Jurgens and all this shit. So, you know, that's why that name stood out to me. So anyway, but my bad. For those who don't know, I don't own a comic shop, and I have not been collecting for as many years as Ish has been collecting. So I definitely defer to him when it comes to comic book and intelligence, comic book know-all. He's the subject matter expert, in my opinion.
The Shmee.
I consider myself pretty casual, but casuals don't consider me casual. So I take that for what you will.
We don't.
Yeah,
we don't.
But yeah, 7.5, 7.58. I thought it was a really good movie. I would go see it again. I saw it in IMAX. Did you see it in IMAX?
I did not.
Bro.
I've never seen a movie in IMAX.
My guy. Yo, James Gunn showed his ass on this camera work. It was like a whirlwind of cinematography. These orbitals, these close angle, wide angle shots. It was the close. They were close up wide angle shots. They were shot with wide lenses, and it contorts and distorts the perception of the shot. But gives just enough of the information of the background of what's happening. And when you spin, or if you if there's camera motion in it, it gives this really whippy feel. I just never seen it before, and they did such a good job of it. I think the closest I probably ever seen to like camera work that made me that impressed was Top Gun 2. Like they both made me feel like, oh, we in the air for real right now. Like the set pieces were awesome. The no complaints whatsoever about the VFX. Really good. Element Man, is that his name? Like that was it's great. You know what I mean? I thought that I heard
Metamorpho.
Who?
Metamorpho.
Is that what he said? Was that who it was? Because I don't think that's what he said his name was.
Metamorpho.
Oh, okay. Yeah, again, deferring to you. Yeah, it was a good movie though. But I will be doing a whole like YouTube video over the Superman movie. So please check that out on Revenge of the Nerd. That'll be up as soon as I shoot it and edit it. You'll see a notification. So hit that bell, like and subscribe. Yeah.
Speaking of which, hit the bell here on A Better Word Than BLERD.
100%.
Like, subscribe, follow us on all of the social medias.
All
Instagram,
of the socials.
Facebook, TikTok, like do all the things. Listen. Y'all need, what better word than BLERD are y'all going to get every week than Matt and myself, Issue X, kicking it here, talking about things like Superman and woke, right? Like, this is what we do. Every week we got something.